it's me, Naja, interacting to season 3, episode 17 of Charmed. Last episode or last week, wow, it's been a week. Damn. Last week was kind of a very touchy subject since the Queen has passed away. And then also last episode essentially was kind of like Prue like grieving kind of a final closing of her mom. I'm going to believe that last episode was kind of her closing point on accepting her mom's death and grieving, because it's been like a big touchy subject for 3 seasons now. We've had it been touched literally every season. Season 2 we had a central episode. Season 1 we saw the mom in the flashback, and in the 70th episode. Season 2 was episode 8, I believe. We got to revisit the monster that killed her mom, and we killed it. And then season 3 obviously her dad coming back, and then Piper having her wedding, and then her mom showing up. It brought up a touchy subject such as like her blaming death for it happening. And so I think I kind of like that it was closed this way, even though I liked it that way, even though I didn't like how Death would just he was doing he delayed his job event to watch somebody that she thought that she could save get clapped and said, yeah, don't worry about me, worry about letting go of that hate that I took your mother away. It was unserious. But we're like 4 episodes away from finishing this season. Honestly, I feel like between 1 and 3, I feel like this is the fastest season I finished, even though it isn't. I obviously watched them all in the same pacing, but in season 1 I even watched like 4 episodes in like a week before I even started posting. But this, I feel like I flew through season 3, and that's crazy. I feel like season 3 is probably the fastest. I think season 3 is probably the most excited I've been in a minute. Honestly, between season 1 and 3, season 1 is so nostalgic for me. I really love it. I love it down. Season 2, I think, is probably going to be, if I'm ranking, I will probably do I feel like I might do like a ranking per season. And then by the last, when I'm at season 8, then I could probably try to do a ranking. Okay. Based so far, I could say that my favorite seasons are 3, 1, 2. The reason why I don't like 2 that much is because I feel like I just did not like the Dan and Piper situation. That drained me. Leo not really being there drained me. That guy Josh drained me. It was just too much nonsense. Then we had the episode where Piper got sick. Like, the White Lighters were playing in our faces too much. And this season, the White Lighters came clutched to some degree. We didn't figure what they did in the beginning of season 3. Dan, that happened in the beginning of season 3, and it felt like I just started watching season 3 last week. But anyways, I'm not gonna waste your time. Happy Monday, and let's dive in.
Up in here, and nobody else will bother us.
Yeah.
Stay in the shower. Like, I would.
I'm not looking at anything, and
really?
I do not see anything. No one's looking. Baby, would you just get out of here? I found it. Okay,
Not yet.
Now. Out of here. Found the gloss.
We clocked that
Watch
too.
out for the. Ow. I knocked tonight, but you didn't wait for an answer. Oh, right. God, I'm.
They're trying to have a honeymoon.
Once upon a time, before we were witchy women, Prue and I shared this amazing apartment in North Beach. Lease.
Really? We're moving out.
Are you sure we can?
Well, the rent's a little steep, but...
No, I mean the bigger, are you sure we can?
I mean, Leo, everything we do is about navigating our charmed lives. I mean, when do we get to concentrate on our married life? Maybe this apartment falling into our laps is the sign. What do you think the odds are of pulling this off before the next demon attacks?
Impossible. Because look, we already have a demon on our way. This is demon work, no pun intended, actually. This reminds me of the episode when that guy came and started that fire because the girl had a fear of fire.
You gave me a
Where the hell are Kitty at?
You know better than to interrupt me during ritual.
Shit, he was warning you about something. Oh, he knew.
What are you doing?
He smacked something. He said, girl.
Shadow.
Ain't no way this motherfucker came in remedy. Like, I know no way he just... Be serious.
What's the matter? Can't duck your tongue?
Oh, he thought you ate.
Hey, what time does the bar?
She want to leave ASAP.
Good. Mama needs a new pair of shoes.
I
know. Limited funds. Excuse me. Wait a minute. Life-altering plans cannot be squeezed in between past the newspaper
She
and who
definitely
ate the
said
special
that.
K. Okay, look. And the whole
Ooh.
saving the world on a weekly basis thing. I mean, Piper, we don't live here just for sentimental value, all right? We live here because we're the strongest here. Everything was not fine, Piper, all right? The Charmed gig is all about being a trio, all right? Without you,
We could still have her.
right? And we also cannot ignore the responsibility that we inherited from our family.
Yeah, sadly, the burden of that.
That was before the whole Destiny thing kicked in. We didn't get
true.
our powers until 6 months after Gramps died. Speaking of, what do you think she would say if she knew you were even considering this? I know. Gramps!
Oh, the
doctor
throwback
was
here?
very clear when he said no caffeine.
Season 1 tease. I just said something about season 1. This is deep. I'm always on timing.
Ta-da! A
What's
great
that?
new camera, even though it's last year's model. What is it, a 96? Well, I just like to get a picture of it, you know.
Wow.
Gramps, please sit down. You only just got back from the hospital. Okay,
Oh.
I'll take it easy.
I hear what she did first before I answer that.
She was caught shoplifting.
Oh,
Not
that is
shoplifting.
so not true. I just forgot to pay for them, Gramps. The store's not even pressing charges. Okay, that was really fun.
Right, because this is like, what, like, that, like early 20s.
Phoebe,
Yeah.
what is the matter with you? How can you behave so recklessly?
We're gonna
Mind you, the
take back
police
those
person
shoes.
just sitting there getting
Forgot to
tea.
pay for it?
Right.
Then where the other shoes was at?
And I'm sure all these will be perfect too.
Right. Now, how that price go? Yep.
Oh.
Where the customers? Hello? No way, brother. You lifting us up off our feet? Yeah, we will find out since you came to us. Right.
Your spikes are making a comeback!
Oh.
Saying I have too much stuff.
Yes.
You do realize the only reason I'm letting you get away with that is because you're the only one on my team right now. Right now.
No way he just showing up to sister. Like, are you serious? In public? Yeah, in public? Get this man out of here.
No, wait a minute.
Cleo said, get the stabbing? Are you serious? And did.
You okay?
He said, shake that bitch. Nah, Phoebe Wig kind of the worst, but
Can we please get this over
the
with?
other one, specifically Prue's wig, is eating down.
Prue, all I'm getting... I'm not going to defend myself when I didn't do anything wrong.
Oh, yeah, yep.
Just trying to be nice to the guy.
Season 1,
He's
yep.
going to be part of this
Remember
family
that?
soon.
She said you
Which
trusted
I'm
my
not even
man?
sure I want to be. Let's say Macy's. All right.
Wow.
Are we done?
Yeah. Y'all caused her to a heart attack?
Gramps.
Oh, yeah. Y'all are serious,
Shallow
man.
breaths.
Is it too much for an old lady to ask her
And that's the
grandchildren
picture
to
that's on the frame.
protect
Yep.
Stand still and look at me.
And I want y'all to fade into the picture that's on the wall. I mean, on the you know, yeah, that. Yep. Love that. I love the writers put crack.
What happened to the window when you're shopping?
Yes.
Turns out these were a write-off. Who knew Prada
You said that picture about the drift apart because she moving away?
I killed them. Did we miss a convention? Well, if so, I got the runt. Bad teeth, funky clothes, and way too easy to kill. Will I care?
Ain't no way. Like, in our house, we about to move out. You gonna keep trying to kill us? We gonna keep coming back for you, sir.
Interested. What do you think he was up to? Or is
Trolling.
up to? How do we know he's really gone? We don't.
And maybe we gotta find the sources to why he's keep doing this. Because he's having infinite reloads, infinite revivals.
Weird that we listen to her more now than when she was alive.
Right.
Seance, a ceremony to contact the dead. But the guy we're dealing with won't die, so that's not gonna help. You wanna grab the white cloth?
Right. I love how we got these ingredients just chilling up here, though.
You know, this trunk would go great at the foot of our bed. Yeah,
You imagine taking that one ingredient to the house and we need it every other time, and then we forget it.
With us and then remind us. We were told in a roundabout sort of way that you might be able to help us. Are you witches?
Well, I
You're the
mean,
three. We think that we're up against an evil that can't be killed. We've nixed him 4 times, and since you're the only one that answered our call, the spirits must think I know who you're up against.
you're the one that killed her.
He was my familiar.
Yep, see?
A feline I called Shadow. He's a warlock now. If it succeeds, it becomes immortal.
Really?
If it fails, it returns to its animal state for eternity.
Right.
I knew where to find us. What are we like in the Warlock's Guide to San Francisco?
Right, we got a GPS on our
Okay, so this
backs.
should be a piece of cake. Listen,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you just lost your life and we're treating you like 411.
Yeah.
It's okay. Evil exists for one reason. To spread
Yeah,
loss.
her hair is eating and twin, no shade.
Careful not to lose each other.
The bundle's flowing. I'm about to say, like, you check your
Damn
windows.
wind keeps blowing out my candles. I'm sorry, Patty, I got cut off.
We getting a Patty
It's just
cameo?
what troubles me about your daughters is not where they came from, it's where they're going. It's just a phase. I fear there may be only one option if I can't find a way to bring these girls together. Mother, that's nonsense.
You said death? What they gonna do? Get the
Turn up
family
the
together. Sir, our house. Free us. No way. Okay, we gotta make sure we can't kill him now. How? Now, how the fuck?
You know, self-preservation and stuff.
It wasn't like she threw the knife. He fell on that bitch. Literally.
I've been thinking, I'm pretty sure, but we're assuming that he's smart enough to know this. I mean, what if he isn't?
Probably spying right
You
now.
know, what if he doesn't know that he shouldn't kill us and we just sit there and watch it happen?
And he can lift you up, like.
Wow. Yeah, sorry, I'll get all this stuff out of the way.
Damn, she is really
You wanna
packing.
do this, huh?
Yeah, it's
I
different
just think
things.
that we need to talk this through. That way we all know exactly what the consequences are for all of us.
Right, Grandma, go ahead and spill some tea. Oh, we got the cat back?
Saved by the meow. Just in front of him, for that matter.
Right, he probably get. He's like, excuse me?
You guys are right. We should
No
talk this
titties?
through.
Oh,
Go home. Shoot.
I can't say my fucker. Are you familiar?
What did you want to talk about?
So I win by default? Wow, Prue, you really know how to flatter a girl.
Piper, can you just give me the tiniest of breaks here? Okay, this is... You move in with Roger, and then I'm stuck here alone taking care of Grams,
Yep.
and Phoebe's out of control. What if there's an emergency?
Oh, but you saying Piper acting like a little, she acting a little unserious, you're saying?
Because, you know, you've got this great guy, and you're going to have this beautiful wedding. Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine.
No, oh, we. Oh, y'all about to piss me off.
You've never been fun, Piper.
And Piper didn't remember him at that time, yep.
I am just Mrs. Fun now. Oh, Mrs. Fun. You know, the life changes. Sorted it out then?
You know, you girls are getting harder and harder to
Are you
find.
serious?
Was this making you think you were trying to avoid me?
Might be a good
No.
idea.
Or what? You'll kill me?
No.
No, Jack
Actually,
Black.
we'll do
But you
worse.
surely will get your ass
I'll
beat.
touch you.
And nobody's here to even care. Now, Phoebe, why did you? Well. Honestly, what could we have done actually?
But there's nothing we can do that we haven't already done.
So what, he just keeps killing until we kill him?
I
Which
guess.
is taught me actually to improvise, but all I've come
You
up
said
with
feedback?
is mud.
Frothy ass Coca-Cola.
So how do we kill a warlock?
Well, little
Keep my
drink.
hands busy.
Oh, Phoebe. Piper
Yep,
and I
and
were just
her all
thinking of
black.
whipping up something. How do you know what to add?
Well,
With a
I wanted to
witchling.
balance the mustard seed, which can be kind of harsh, and the sea salt brings out the flavor of the, you know, somebody has to be practical.
This is before the
Not
cat,
at the
before the
expense of
diner
her dreams.
of season 1.
No, at the expense of losing this house and not being able to pay.
Some spark in their life, because their life was kind of sad. Yeah, their life was kind of sad right now. Look at her cooking up some remedies. Is that the juice that we need to give for that dude? Potentially?
Got to stop you from becoming.
The charmed one. Oh, I'm just going to keep getting better and better at this.
Alright, you flexing too much
Oh, it
for my
was a
liking.
thought. Nice.
Right. Yeah. You got look at him smiling in ecstasy.
I'm sorry,
See, I told
When
you.
I die, the girls will receive their powers. I have to stop that from happening. But it's their destiny. It's what they're meant to be.
Season 1 beginning probably was like the perfect time for them, to be honest.
Good night.
Because Phoebe, like, she mellowed out the rebelliousness. You imagine her watching them for years, just not be able to, like, fully show to her that they're ready to handle the responsibility of the world. Oh, yeah. Oh. Damn, the fall down the step. Can you back up, dude? One more? We got one more. We might as well just wrap this shit up, bro.
real thing, not the abridged version. He wouldn't be so hot under the collar to do it again.
Right.
What if we showed him?
And where's the damn angel of death
Well,
that
every
was
time
bitching
he
last
dies,
episode?
he would feel the pain of 9 deaths, and it actually might be enough to kill him.
I like it.
Okay, well, how can we
oh
do that?
God, it's not just losing her, it's the funeral arrangements and the doctors and the lawyers. And there's nobody left to help us.
Shit, she did. She did.
I think she did.
She did, and she's watching right now. She probably smiling with Patty like, yep.
The only reason we're all still here,
You see how she just clicked
still
in?
together, is
Yeah.
because of her. And now, Prue, you've already got one foot out the door. Actually, I'm sort of supposed to spend the night with Roger.
Well, Roger won't be lasting, I fear.
What about you, Phoebes? Table for two? The only thing that I contribute to this threesome is trouble, so I'm gonna go and see what New York thinks of me.
I understand. I feel like the grandma did it purposely for that. Like, due to her being sick and, like, them watching up for her and taking the bills and the medical bills, they probably were going to be, like, stuck, not finding their destiny.
Thank you. So what is our level of confidence in this plan?
Well, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being we whoop ass, 1 being he laughs at us while we're on.
Where are your manners?
You want
We
us
lost
to kill you.
and that girl lost her life.
Right.
And whose fault is that?
Yours, bitch. What did I do with us? Well, yes. Yeah. Get out.
I don't know. I guess, can I just have a couple of minutes alone?
With the house?
Yeah,
But these memories she's going to get is going to make her be like, I can't leave. I'll just have to find how to be a married witch in this house with my sisters.
something just doesn't feel
Sure.
right. I mean, I know this step has to happen, and I want it to happen. It's just that should mean something, shouldn't it?
Yeah. It's also your choice.
You gonna hate me?
No, Leo said, listen, shit, that's easier for us.
And into mine. I mean, it is twice as big, and you now are
Yeah.
close to people.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Oh,
That
that's
would
so
be
cute.
great.
That is lovely.
That
The bathroom, the shower, backflip on the bed.
Yeah, only with your sisters right down the hall.
And that's what I'm talking about. Grandma is a gang. Let's be for real. Let me see what this episode's called, because I never look at the title. So I actually can't see the titles at all until I actually play. Oh, it's called Pre-Witched. I'm happy I didn't see that episode title. I'm happy I actually didn't, because I feel like I already figured out what this episode is about. So yeah, my season 3 episode 17 reaction to Charmed. And once again, y'all already know me. And if y'all don't, I'm going to tell you right now, I love when Charmed do flashback or exposition episodes. Like I always say every time it happens, the season 1 episode 17, the 17th episode 208 with the mom, this one, even the future one, the 201, the 304 one. Like, I just love me a little back to the past type of story. And I feel like with this one, I really think this was needed. And I'm happy that it happened now, and I'm happy that it happened where it actually was a crucial storyline. Not because of the guy. Like, the demon could have been anyone. Like, he just was there for us needing a demon of the week or a demon of the day. But the premise is what made sense, because obviously, like I said last season, Piper was going to be the one that was going to experience this first. Once again, they moved in with each other after Grandma died, and they were like season 1 to 2, specifically season 1, was building up the conflict between Phoebe being that the rebellious younger sister who didn't know what to do in life and who came back after dropping out of college, and her and then Piper being in a relationship, her struggling to find really her passion and standing up for herself, and then Prue for flowing into a job that she really cared about, and also her kind of pending relationship with Andy. They were all at different points of their time, and we always got the initial premise of what happened before. We heard about what happened before. We got hints of what happened before. We slowly started to learn what happened to Grandma and Patty before they died, and to see the origin story of how they actually came back as sisters made sense, because in the pilot, we saw them obviously moving in, getting adjusted to each other, and then we see the picture they moved together, and now to actually get information as to what that significance of that picture was and why the picture was separated and they moved close together made sense. Because when I first watched it, I was like, okay, well, maybe the picture is separate because they were distant and then it grew together because they got close, which is the premise. But to actually see how separated they were and to see why was kind of crazy, but also to see that grandma was really bent. Like, 'cause we already learned in the 70s episode that she was the one, or no, was it? No, it was that, yeah, it was that one around that premise where we found out that she took away the powers because of that, and we found out this season with the dad that, you know, due to like Prue being so connected to the ice cream man, like they were more potential to be in getting in harm's way with demons and stuff like that. So to see that Patty was not against them getting their powers, but Grandma was, it was very interesting to see the dynamic, because for some reason Grandma always is so happy to see them thriving, even now as them thriving as flourishing witches. So to like know that she was actually against them, and she believed that there was a time where they needed to earn being witches, and seeing how it played out, and seeing that the drastic decision that she made, which was basically ended early because she was suffering, they were suffering, was a power move on her behalf, because I thought that she just died to die. And I know that she already was like slowly deteriorating because of, like, you know, Piper talking about the bills, and like how, like, Grandma saw that they were not happy. She saw that these sisters were more broken than apart, even though they were together, and she realized that they had to be away, or something had to happen in order for them to grow strongly together, because Phoebe was rebellious. She was doing stuff that's causing the sisters to get angry. She's shoplifting. She doesn't care. She's obviously not really passionate about school, and she just doesn't really want to hang out with them most of the time. You got Piper, who's carrying the most burden out of it. Because even though we know that Prue is like the older sister and she's been carrying burdens, this episode I feel like Piper was carrying the burdens, because she was mostly taking care of Grandma. You know, because Prue was dating, she's engaged, she's about to get married. So Piper's the one that's single, taking care of Grandma, working at a job that she's not passionate about, and putting her dream of like working and cooking in the back burner to help support the bills, and also her grandma bills. And Grandma was watching all three of her granddaughters not have anything to be passionate about, and they're not together as, like, once again, and 307, I believe, or 306 or 307, it shows that once again, when they are clashing, the power R3 is not working. It's how they lost their power for that short period of time. And so Grandma is seeing that they're not together in harmony. They don't have a connection. I mean, they have a connection, but it's not strong, because they're all conflicted. They're all not really like as close as they are now. And she knew that there had to be something that had to be done in order for them to go together, and it was this. And then also, it was also not even just like, obviously with Prue and Piper, they grew together because that's how they were closer in the pilot, and it wasn't with Phoebe. Phoebe was the one that came back after being in New York for a while. So they already were getting closer. They were just missing the missing piece, which was Phoebe. Which is why when Piper was dating that guy, Jeremy, he was waiting for Phoebe to come to prove that the charms were there. So Grandma piece of them coming together was slowly working. It took the time because two of the sisters were already getting closer, and which was coherently clear in this like little flashback that they were closer, while Phoebe was the one that felt like she only brought trouble to them, which makes more sense as to why she acted a certain. That's how she was kind of distant, not really distant, but kind of like felt like she was one of the sisters that was the letdown in season 1. Even like just the callbacks to like their hair, like Prue wig was probably the best one. I feel like Piper's would have been a second best one, but it was like kind of like it was in the design of it from the pilot, but it was like a little like puffed up. Like you can tell that they were trying to wrap her hair around. If it was like a little bit more like shipper down, perfect. Phoebe was the one that I kept getting distracted by, because you could not catch the immaculance of her bobbed lift kind of like bang she had. Like that was just something that you can't recapsulate again. But to now like see pieces like to pull things together was a gag to me, especially the one where they talk about Roger, when Piper was talking about, when people were talking about how Phoebe was trying to steal her boyfriend because of like the incident with Leo and stuff, and just to see that. And then I still want to learn more about like the engagement being called off. Like that was crazy. Like Prue was really like, to see like she had like a relationship already before they became witches, and seeing how how she is now a relationship is kind of sad. But to now have like Piper, who believed that she wouldn't be getting anybody, and hear her speeches and finding out that now it's her that's on the opposite end, which was Prue was on this end. Prue was the one that's going to move out, and now it was Piper. And then for them to both be like, well, I can't leave. It was just amazing. And I feel like I already knew that Piper and Leo weren't going to move out, but I didn't actually know. Because I know for a fact that like we've never really talked about what, like, are we destined to leave this house, because that's kind of delusional. Because I mean, I think right now, since there's still been 3 years of them being a witch, so it's still newly fresh. But like, let's be honest, if all three of the sisters have kids, where are the kids going to go? We only have 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, and an attic and a basement. Let's be honest here. If they all decided to have kids, they're going to all have to move out at some point. Like, let's be honest. I think about this a lot. Well, now I'm thinking about it a lot because I'm just like, in theory, right now, there's still witches. I mean, there's still newly witches in the case because it's been 3 years, and they're not really all having kids. They're all really not married or anything. But at some point down the line, they're going to have to probably most likely move out. And like in the flash, like in the not flashback, but in the future episode in season 1, the hypothetical of 201. I mean, Piper's the one that takes over the house. So like, I imagine they all stay there because they don't know if they can actually move out the house because it may cause a shift in their powers. That means they're going to be double, triple, quadruple stacked with kids. That's something I think about. Because I was like, yeah, right now it makes sense for them not to move out because, once again, there's a bigger threat on their hands. We got the Triad. Well, the Triad, yeah. The Triad is gone. We don't even know if they got any more new members, but the Source on our hands. This is probably the biggest stretch we've ever had, and we having demons come out the woodworks like crazy this year. You imagine her moving out and then demons are coming to her and she doesn't have time to react. I just feel like this is kind of a touchy subject that I hope that they talk about in the future, because if they do have kids, how is it going to work? Especially with, like, if all of them have kids, are they all going to live in the same place? I feel like knowing the show, we might not all get all of them having kids immediately. So that's going to be something for another day. But once again, Piper and Leo are staying in. We got to see Grandma and Patty again 2 episodes later. I love that. And also, flashback episodes always get me, because watching them from that to now, that was just crazy. And I just said it at the beginning of this episode. Like, season 1 is always nostalgic, and they hit us with a nostalgic episode. It's like every time I talk about something that I want, I just immediately see it. Yeah. Me and Charm Ones are on the same wavelength, I see, or I fear. So yeah. Anyway, that was my reaction. Make sure to comment and subscribe for more Charm reactions. Page down, blink below for Charmed, Teen Wolf, and Nana reactions. Channel will be linked when I upload. Until next time, make sure you say peace.